So finished with personal taxes now, so that's finally all done. But I still have to do the business stuff. But that's the nice thing about taxes. I'm not sure. I know other countries probably have it as well. But as soon as you file your taxes, like instantly, or at least by the time I could figure out how to log into my account, it's already completely assessed and everything like that. Unless you get audited, it's less than like a few seconds until your taxes are fully filed, finished, and everything like that. So that's always nice. At least when you do net file, I know if you send it in paper copies, then they have to manually or like scan it into the system and stuff like that. But with net file, it's just like instant. I can't put the camera to the left anymore because I still got all that tax stuff out. But then, yeah, that's done now. So taking a short break, and then it is where I have to go through all of the tax records and all that fun stuff for ITCs. But then once that's done, then I can finally get back to work and should be able to. Well, I almost showed the table, but that's still filled with tax stuff. But I should be able to hopefully get a few more of the jumper plates or 2x bricks or something like that listed. So finally just finished with taxes. It's on the left side of the table right over there. Can't really show that. Yeah, then I'm going to, just before I call it a day, add a couple more of the dark purple helmets and air tanks to eBay because I just sold the last two from here. Because I've sold like, let me actually just see real quick. Dark purple. It has sold 16 times now, so I've only got one left in stock, and that's the one that's in this drawer here. Yeah, someone just bought those two. And so yeah, it seems like since I added more quantity, it's been selling real fast. Because when I only had like one listed at a time, it was selling overall pretty slow. But now that I listed like an extra 10 in one go, it also started selling really fast. And a lot of people were buying multiple quantities. So this time I'm going to list probably like 25 pairs of them and see what happens. But it's definitely selling really well on eBay. So on average, one air tank and one helmet sells for $5, so it's about $2.50 each. And I think I'm in like 33 cents for these and like 28 cents for these. But once you factor in GWPs, VIP points, and stuff like that, it's probably a bit lower. So I'm probably in, I want to say 50 cents or less for each pair. And so overall decent return. So I'll just get probably 25, 30 more sets listed and then call it a day. So I ended up just listing 51 more. So I got those there. So I got the one in there. Those two are already sold, plus an additional 50. So that's all good there. I'm not sure why I'm recording while putting it in the drawer because I'm probably going to drop something if I do that. So I'll put them in the drawer, but then call it a day. And then tomorrow can get back to work normally, hopefully. Because even though the normal tax thing is audited instantly, basically, I don't think the ITC thing is, so that'll probably be a couple days or weeks and see if anything on that gets adjusted. But yeah, hopefully should be done soon. Yogurt time. So just now finally finished with all the tax stuff, so got everything neatly put away and everything like that. Now headed off to Chit Chats, printed out the label for this, zeroed out my account, so that's finally all done. I'm assuming that they just forgot to send the message saying that the supplies are ready for pickup, but we will see. When we get there, hopefully it's already there because it's been a while since it was en route. So hopefully we don't have to make another trip another day. So that's going away there. And then when I get back, since just finished with taxes, probably take a short break. But then after that, get to work on listing again. So lots to do, but time to ship this out and hopefully get a whole bunch of shipping supplies. So just got back and all of the shipping supplies were indeed there. Gotta put my tea over here, take the lid off so it can cool down. As I know it's probably something that not many people do, but I like my tea slightly above room temperature. If it's so hot that it burns my taste buds, then it's pretty much not anything good. And so I prefer it not that hot. I like it warm, not room temperature. It's confusing to explain. But then got the 500 envelopes, which are on the floor over. Well, you can't quite see it, but they're somewhere over there. And then, in addition to that, picked up second. Picked up a couple more 500 rolls of shipping labels because these are pretty cheap from them, and so picked up 1,500 more shipping labels. So that's always good because for me, I use these for not only my parcels but also for all my letter mail. It just works easy that way, and so then I just store those up there, and then so I can't remember the price, but I want to say it's like $15 a roll or something, and that's Canadian, so it's like $10 or so USD each one, or somewhere around there. So that's pretty good. And then also picked up a thing of tape, and this tape here was well, they have a good price on tape as well. So I picked up a thing of tape because I only have one roll left right now. The rest of it is all used up. And so yeah, then I usually, well, this here will probably last me a year or so, maybe even more. And because the weird thing about tape is that a lot of the brands, the tape is horrible. Like if you were to use the tape gun and then just, for example, you use the tape gun, set it down, and then pull it over, the entire wheel will go, like the roll itself will go spinning because the tape has no grip, and then you waste so much tape. And so it took a while, but this tape here, it actually has some friction. So if you go like this, for example, it's not gonna go crazy and stuff like that compared to, I think it was at Costco before that I used to get it, and that tape, if you were to hold it like this, the entire thing would fall down and it would unravel the entire tape, and it was an absolute pain, and I wasted so much tape with that. So it's not really, well, I mean, it's a good price for this tape, so I get it, and so yeah, I picked up that stuff there. But then I'm gonna take a bit of a break from listing now that all the taxes and stuff are done, but then get back to work later. Yogurt time. Looks like the vent thing fell again all the way from the roof, and so yeah, that stuff does not seem to be working. Which side is that supposed to be on? Who knows, but that'll probably, well, that's not fitting. Let's move that over there. There we go. Okay, so that's back on. Now, gotta wash my hands because that was probably dirty, and then pull a few more orders. And then tomorrow, should be getting the local deal for the Lego, except I forgot to message the guy my address. So apparently we're planning to meet up tomorrow, but he doesn't know my address, so that's not gonna work out too well unless I can let him know. So somehow forgot that in about 35 messages between the two of us, so I'm gonna let him know about that, and then pull orders, ship that stuff out, and then try to perhaps get a bit of stuff listed finally. So now it's probably time to get to work on rebuilding some stuff. Sold Indiana Jones again, so got to rebuild him. Sold Dark Pink Spaceman. I think it was like the 23rd time now that he's sold. And then sold Indiana Jones for, I think, like the 32nd time now or something like that. So got to rebuild that, and then have all of these other ones to rebuild, at least the ones that I can. And then once that's done, then should be able to finally get back to listing and stuff like that. So yeah, still haven't heard back on the buyer from eBay, but like mentioned prior, I'll give it like a week or two or something like that. Yeah, then stamps are going up in Canada price-wise. It's going up like 7 cents a stamp or something like that. I did the math. It'll cost about like $140 or $160 more a year if I did the math right and stuff like that. So yeah, who knows? Their estimates were really weird because they said the average small business in Canada, it will cost an additional like $12.62 a year. So I guess a lot of businesses don't really use stamps as much as you do in a Lego business. So I guess that number would probably be accurate. Yeah, then going to get that stuff done and then see if I have any time for listing. Just finished with rebuilding all the cards. But yeah, then just going to have the guy here in like 50 minutes for the Lego. And then he messaged, apparently he wasn't able to find two of the sets, but then he found like seven other ones to replace it with that were of a similar value. So he swapped that out. Then since with the deal and all, he looked at the store and then he wanted to see if he could get a one random catalog from like 1979 that I had listed for a couple bucks. So I'll find that, and then you can have that one as well. But yeah, then the next vlog, which should be out on Wednesday or so, should have all of that stuff. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, today is a Saturday, so the next vlog should be out on Wednesday. So yeah, then just got the Lego, so I'm gonna bring it down and then take a look at it.